welcome back to my channel. It's Teacher Raph. This is Twilight Zone episode 180, and I want to ask you if a 1947 French film predicted the smartphone. It's called La Télévision au demain. Of course, I didn't pronounce it correctly, but you get the drift. Down here on the bottom, you can see J.K. Raymond Millet. So if you look at the screen, there's a man looking at a device in his hand that looks like a smartphone, which many people think it's actually William Gibson, the author of Johnny Mnemonic, because it looks just like him. I think maybe the actor and William have different noses, but that's just me, if you just take a quick look. But if you, I'll show you this film in a minute, but if you scroll up to 103 in the movie, you can see 1947. This is the rendition of a smartphone. Holding it in his hand, there's a screen on top. The only major difference is that there's an antenna. You see this antenna on the right. So people would like walk around with this thing. As you can see here, people are staring down at their smartphone, walking around. Again, 1947, people on a train looking at their smartphone, sharing a video, see? And I'll show you the actual video. And here, somebody runs into somebody, and you see the bending happening of the antenna. You see how it bends into the guy. So that is really strange. And then this gentleman is standing in front of a car that's trying to get his attention. You see the guy's head popping out at the side of the window, yelling at him to get out of the way, but he's too busy staring at his smartphone. Does that look interesting? This guy is behind the wheel, and he's got a phone a TV screen inside of his car. Now, just like many people, they actually text and drive, right? Or watch something on their smartphone while they're driving. It's not very smart, but you know, people are doing this. And you see here he has a television. So all of these things seem like predictions to me, and let's get into it. So starting off, there's an article on the website openculture.com from July of 2020. It's headlined, "A 1947 French film accurately predicted our 21st century addiction to smartphones." And so you can scroll down and take a look. Here is the link to the YouTube video that I was talking about. This guy is on like a little tram, trolley, whatnot, and he's looking at a smartphone, watching a video. 1947, remember? And here's the article. When we watch a movie from, say, 20 years ago, it strikes us that both nothing and everything has changed. Apart from their slightly baggier clothes, the people look the same as us. But where are their phones? Compared to the recent past, the look of life today hasn't changed much. But thanks to the internet, and even more so to smartphones, the feel has changed enormously. Most literary and cinematic predictions of the future got this exactly wrong, envisioning flamboyant aesthetic transformations atop completely unchanged forms of human behavior and society. But more than 70 years ago, J.K. Raymond Millet's film Television, Oeil de demain, Television, Eye of Tomorrow, seems to have scored the bullseye few other visions of the world ahead even aimed for. This is one extraordinarily accurate prediction in a work of fiction, science fiction, wrote by William Gibson, as he tweeted out a 4-minute clip of the film that has recently gone viral. Though long regarded as sci-fi prophet, Gibson is the first to admit how little about technology he's accurately foreseen. His breakout novel, Neuromancer, for instance, features 21st century hackers making calls from public telephones. The impressiveness here in the actual 21st century of this vision of a future in which people stare near constantly down at the screens of their handheld devices. On the train, at the cafe, by what appears to be a time-traveling Gibson himself. So people think that at 13 seconds of that clip, it's actually William Gibson, the author of Johnny Mnemonic. Okay. In the street, on collision courses with fellow screen watchers on foot and in cars alike, these handheld television remind us of our mobile phones in more ways than one, not least in their being scuffed from sheer use. As with every astute prediction of the future, all this may at first strike us denizens of the actual future as mundane until we remember that the prediction was made in 1947. Produced as an educational film, television, viewable in full here. Here's the link. First shows and tells how the eponymous, still novel technology works, then goes on to imagine the forms in which it could potentially saturate modern society. These include not just the aforementioned miniature television devices in public places, as scholar television Anne Katrin Weber puts it, but professional meetings conducted via picture phones, cars equipped with television screens, and shops promoting their goods on television. We also see that the small handheld portable devices replace newspapers and air the information broadcast or the political comment, the fashion show, or the sports bulletin, while the television set at the travel agency replaces the paper catalogs and invites potential clients to televisually visit vacation destinations. Such technology will also offer more intimate insights, as when the young woman stepping out of the shower has forgotten to turn off her telephone camera and reveals herself naked to the caller. Yes, of course, forgotten, but then this approaches aspects of the future in which we live that even the boldest technological prophets never dared consider. So here's that tweet from William Gibson. If you just click here, here's that tweet. If we scroll up, you can see that that's the clip. She's pulling out her smartphone, as you can tell. And here's that man looking at her smartphone. But we'll see that clip in a moment. William Gibson tweeted this. Looks like 2020 in June. It says, or maybe retweeted from Tariq Krim. So William Gibson says, "This is one extraordinarily accurate prediction in a work of science fiction. This seldom ever happens. I'm amazed that I hadn't seen it before today." And it looks like he retweeted when French sci-fi Barjavel was asked to imagine the future just after World War II. He had it almost right. So if you scroll down, you'll see that some people have some comments about the fact that there's an actor that appears at about 13 seconds in, and he resembles William Gibson. Whether that's true or false, you be the judge. I think William Gibson has a different nose, but you can be the judge, as you can see here. So I'm going to run that clip for you now.
Bijoux, comme il y a des postes de TSF, des postes de poche, grands comme une lampe électrique. Plus besoin d'acheter un journal, on se branchera sur l'émission d'information, ou sur l'éditorial politique, ou sur la chronique de mode, ou sur le compte-rendu sportif, voire même sur un problème de mots croisés. Et la rue présentera un singulier spectacle. Naturellement, dans le métro, on lira le poste du voisin par-dessus son épaule. Et il y aura des faits divers tellement passionnants que... Et je ne parle pas du feuilleton.
Il était devant elle était devant lui. Ils étaient l'un devant l'autre, heureux de se sentir émus, émus de se sentir heureux.
La télévision sera pour tous un besoin plus impérieux encore qu'aujourd'hui le cinéma ou la radio. Toutes les voitures seront munies d'un poste récepteur. Espérons qu'il n'y aura pas souvent de mauvaises nouvelles susceptibles d'affoler les conducteurs impressionnés.
Thanks for listening, and let me know what you think in the comments. And hit like, hit subscribe, leave a comment, and we'll see you next time. Take care. I just wanted to say thank you for tuning in, and if you would like to support me, you can go to my channel, hit the About page, and scroll down, and you'll see the links on the very bottom. Very bottom right is support small business and donate. You can donate anything you'd like if you'd like to help me out, or you can take a look at the adventure guides that I have published, which will help you anytime you're looking for a vacation. I talk about some do's and don'ts, and also give you a location of a very affordable hotel in order to save you money, and other details. Thank you for listening very much as always. Take care, be safe, hit like, make a comment, and share this link.